we have another phrase. This you are familiar with, huh? You see the Anumodana, the rejoicing in merit. Anumodana.
Anumodana.
Yes. We are familiar with it?
Yes,
Yes.
Anumodana.
So this is usually after somebody does something good or something got something good, like something.
Banteji, we should say crop, even after saying Anumodana crop, we should say, or Anumodana is sufficient.
Crop is always good. It's kind
Because
of like
when people say Anumodana, they don't use either crop or ka. What
it
I
can also be okay. Anumodana is also fine, but with a crop or ka is even better.
okay, more polite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So here again is another way to say homage to the monk or the teacher, which is useful with Thai monks. They are very refined in all their ways of expressing respect. So, Namat Sagan Pra Ajan.
Okay.
Can try.
Pra means that is a two, right? Bante? Pra.
Pra is a kind of respectful start for a name or for a title. Like you will say
Okay.
it both for a monk, you will say it for a king, you will say it for
Okay. Okay.
even for
Like a kun, we start with kun and name, right? For
yeah,
monk, we say respectful pra. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Namat Sagan Pra Ajan.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, Namat Sagan is something like Hindi
Ajan
word
Kha
Namaste.
Ajan
yes, yeah.
Kha Ajan Kha, huh? Namat Sagan Ajan Kha. Is
Mm.
it okay?
Yes, yes, that's it.
Rejoicing in merit. How do you spell that seventh one? Quap?
This actually is not very often used. Maybe we'll skip it.
Oh, okay. Nikhilji also joined.
Okay, yeah. Go down. Mm-hmm. How to go down here? Yeah. Hope. Let's do number 8. Do you see on the bottom?
I would like to offer, okay.
This is
For
if you want to offer to Thai monk, you see this ko tawai, krap tawai.
Tawai.
Yeah.
Tawai. Tawai means offer.
Yes, tawai.
Okay.
Another word which is possible is praken. Praken. Ko
Okay.
praken.
Core
Okay.
means what?
It's like may I.
May I. Okay. Oh, it is not foam, right? Foam is also used high.
Which one? Sorry.
Foam. PHOM. Foam.
Pom.
Foam.
Pom. Me. Pom
Ah,
is
ah,
me.
ah,
Pom is
ah.
me. Okay, you
Okay.
can also pom ko tawai. You can also say this. May I. But you
Okay.
can also just say ko tawai. Ko is like the may. Can I? It makes
Okay.
it into a kind of request.
Hmm. Tawai.
Yes. So let's just go back a bit for the beginning so we remember it. Let's number 1,
Sawadee krap.
Sawadee krap. This is hello. When you see
Sawadee.
somebody after some time you meet him, you say Sawadee krap, Sawadee krap. Then number 2 is the more polite, even more respectful, maybe for senior monks or
Krap namat.
yeah. Number 2, grab. Namat sagan krap.
Krap namat sagan krap.
Hello, Nikhil. Now I can see you as well.
Krap namat sagan krap.
Yeah. Can you see? Is it too small? Do you need some?
Namat Sagan Krap.
Yes. Yeah.
It's okay. It looks okay.
And then number 3, we have the may I ask for permission. For example, you want to say something or you want to go somewhere else. This is just the ko anuyat. Correct?
Anuyad kha.
Anuyat.
Yeah, crop.
Anuyad
Yeah.
kha.
Right? It's a bit similar to Hindi. You have anumati, for example, is
Anumati, yes.
anuyat.
Anuhat. Anuhat. Okay.
Yeah.
Anuhat.
It's come from the same word, ko anuyat. So actually, many of those polite things are very similar to Hindi or to Pali. Like namatsagan is like namaskar. Yeah. Namatsagan is like namaskar.
Namatsagan.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then anumodana, you know,
Anumodana.
rejoicing in merit, yeah, or in goodness. Let's in number 8. Let's do the I would like to offer. May I offer? We have the image.
Kor tawa.
Ko tawai.
Tawan.
Tawai.
Tawai. Tawai.
Yeah.
Tawai. Kor tawai.
Okay.
Kor tawai.
Okay. We have some more images. Here, ko tawai again. And if you want to say I offer dana, you say ko tawai tan. Tan is dana.
Dan tan. Okay.
Yes, very
Tan.
similar. Tan. Yeah.
Okay, like Dhamma, Tham,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Mm.
So can you all
Thavan
say
is for offering, na? Thavan.
tawai is offering and tan is gift or
Done.
yeah.
Okay.
Tawai is the act of giving. May I offer? May I do the act? And tan is the actual thing that is offered, like tan, dana.
Kor tawai tham kor. Okay.
Okay, making merit is kam bun. Bun is merit, like punya, bun.
Yeah.
Bun
Boom.
is punya.
Mm.
So if you want to make merit, or there are many things can be done, then ko ruam tambun.
Ruam tambun. Okay. Ruam means like, right?
This rua means to make something or to participate.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is more kind of asking for forgiveness or if you need to disturb somebody is busy and you need to disturb him. So you say, Rob Guanduai Kap.
Mantaji, can you say once again, please?
Rob Guanduai Kap.
Okay. Rope Guan Duai Krap.
Yes. So you see somebody is
Rope
busy.
is sorry. Rope is sorry.
Rob
16.
Guan?
16.
16. Yeah, 16. I make it big.
Yeah, this is better now. Yeah.
Can you see on the left?
Now better, yes. Rope
Yes, yes.
Guan Duai Krap.
Yes.
Rope Guan Duai Krap. Okay.
Yeah.
So trouble is what word? And sorry is which word? Like rope is what? And guan, doi.
Okay. It's like this. Rob Guan means basically like disturbing or taking your time. But here is in a polite context, like, may I take a bit of your time? Like you see somebody busy, like in the image, and then you just have to have his attention for a moment. So you can say, Rob Guan do I cup? May I disturb you for a moment? Yeah. So Rob Guan is kind of disturbed, but do I is kind of making it very polite. Do I cup? Is it understood?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Rope Guan Duai Krap. Difficult to remember, Banteji.
This one is difficult, it's true, because this one is more different than Hindi or Pali. Yeah, one way to remember it is to use the image that you get here. So you have the image, and you can find something similar in your language just to the sound. For example, Rob Guan. I can think about in English, for example, you have rope, this kind of thing you tie, you want to tie two things with a rope. It sounds a bit
Yeah,
similar to
gown.
rope.
Hmm.
So you can just add it in your mind to the image. For example, you have this image with a man with a cup, and he is disturbing. No, he has to disturb the woman there, and so you can just imagine that he holds a rope. In
Hmm.
this image, just imagine it for a few seconds until it kind of settle in your mind, something that you will remember later.
Hmm.
Do
Hmm.
it now. Just do it.
Yep.
Okay. Now you can move a bit further and learn another sentence, and we will come back to it.
So, corso tam crop mask. Okay. Corso.
Kosoptham.
Okay.
So tham is yeah. Tham is Dhamma. No? Kosoptham. It's actually not something that I heard very often, but
One may I ask whether is ma sap va and kor swap ham.
stop here is like answer. So may I have answer? Stop.
Okay. Answer. Swap is answer.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
here sap is sap
Sap is
and
knowledge. Knowledge.
knowledge.
So now just to check the memory a bit, let's go back for the what we learned before about the may I disturb you for a moment. Do you see the image with the woman and the man and the monk and he needs the attention for a moment?
Drop
In your
down.
mind.
Drop. Huh?
And then you added to it something, you remember? A rope.
Crop.
Rob.
Now what
Uh,
is the sentence? Do you remember? Rope guan duai mai.
Guan die. Da is something. Die, na? Doi. Sorry,
So
doi.
rope
Crop.
guan
One.
duai.
Boy.
Rope guan duai cup.
Yeah, it's polite way of
Okay.
ha. Okay.
So this is a bit of a trick how to remember it. Now it's okay if second time you still don't remember. Sometimes it's a full sentence is more difficult than just learning a one word. But that's fine. Third time you will remember it. So rope guan, you have this image, you have the rope, and later it will remind you that it's rope guan duai cup. But it's a full sentence, it takes more time to learn. We can go to number 19. Do you see number 19? On the right side, bottom? So you have also the image.
This
With
is
the image, it's
convenient.
very helpful to remember it and to have
So,
to be connected with it. Yes, saduak. Saduak,
Saduwak. Crop.
yes, saduak.
Saduwak. Saduwak.
Saduak means convenient or
Convenient.
comfortable. Yeah.
Saduwak. My crop.
And mai is a question. We have it like sabaidi mai. So this
Hmm.
word you already quite internalized. It comes a lot in questions, mai. So
My.
this you can see that you already start to know. Now saduak, mai cup.
Saduwak. My crop.
Okay, now I will test again your memory. Do you remember the may I disturb you for a moment? You had this image with a man and a woman and the monk, and you added to it something in your imagination. Do you remember what did you add to it?
Rope
Rope.
down. Rope. Yeah. Rope
Crop. Go on.
down.
That's it. That is how it works. Rope
Doi.
guan.
Yeah.
So
Rob
rope
Guan.
guan. Now you can look at the sentence.
Rob Guan doi. Ha.
Rope do I cup. So you see, it takes maybe 3-4 times, then you get it. But this thing with the imagination is very helpful. And the
Hmm.
fact that there are images is also very helpful. So learning a full phrase is much more difficult than just learning a single word. Like pom is easy to learn, or my is a question word, easy to learn. When it's a full phrase, polite phrase, then it's more to learn. So it takes 3-4 times. And if you have this trick of imagination and you go back and forth, you learn it, then you try to look at something else, learn something else, then coming back to it, then it sinks into the memory. And this is one of the benefits of learning the language, that it strengthens very much the memory. Actually, it's a very good exercise. And also it creates many connections. So it's very helpful for general alertness and activity of the cognitive skills. But it takes a bit of time. Okay, so in this way, you could also, if you want, you can choose which kind of phrase you want to learn at your time. We don't need to learn all the phrases because there are many. But if, for example, is it convenient, seem to be useful for you? Yeah, the last one, Sadu Akmai, then you could focus on it and just learn this one. So in February, you have the chance to practice it with people. Yeah. And one way, for example, is to see this image and to think something similar to Saduak, either in English or in your English or your own language. For example, Sadhu. Sadhu is a bit similar to Saduak. A bit different. It doesn't have to be perfectly the same because then it's very difficult to find. But Sadhu, Saduak, Sadhu, Saduak. You can a bit train the mind to see the imagination. Sadhu, Saduak, Sadhu, Saduak. And then you can enter to this image also as Sadhu, which can be very funny. And make it very clear. And then what you do is you go to learn something else. Maybe go back to the rope guan, see the rope, then come back to it. What do you see? You see the sadhu. So saduak. Is it convenient? This is a trick that helps. Okay, I think because now there is a talk of Ajahn Jayasaro in few minutes, we can finish for now, so you can have the opportunity. And see, you can ask what is interesting for you or will be useful for you for learn. For example, in February, there are monks coming and lay people coming from Thailand. So if there are specific phrases or specific vocabulary, or if you have your own interest, you can let me know. For example, through the mail or through this Zoom, or I don't know, find a way to let me know. Then we can do it. And yeah, and it may be that there are actually already many things in the folder that you can see if something specific is interesting. There's no need to learn everything. It's too much. But the thing is to find what is relevant for yourself, or if there is something else that is relevant for you, you can mention it. And it may be that after February we will finish this kind of Thai classes, because later I go to visit in Israel and come back. Basically, I go in April, but February it may be that I go to Himachal for some time. We'll see. So it may be that after the anniversary event, it will be the end of this Thai learning class. But until then, maybe we see what is most interesting and relevant for you, so we can go to it. If there is something you want to say now, you are welcome also.
Yeah, Banteji, I just wonder that how nature has given everybody some kind of talent. I always wonder, like, you are able, or so many monks are able to learn, because it's very, I don't know whether it takes time or does it take environment, or would you like to tell me, like, for in how many days other Ajahns learned this Thai, like Ajahn Jaisaro, how much time he took? It must be, just staying there and listening again and again.
Well, my understanding is that it's learning a language is a process, so it takes years, but the level it gets deeper and deeper. So it may be that somebody can learn very quickly enough to get by, to manage to live, for example, in Thailand. But later, for example, most literature or high Dhamma kind of language or ability to express like a native Thai and having a more correct pronunciation is a refinement that is ongoing little by little. But it depends. Every individual is different, and it's usually not just about listening. There are all kind of ways that one can pull himself to learn in an effective way. Um, so one thing is, of course, for example, learning something that is relevant. Like you know that some Thai people coming and something will be relevant, your mind will be much more focused and you will learn much more effectively than if you have kind of many things to learn and eventually you just get lost in them. This is one
Okay.
thing, but there are many, many tips. It's like a complete art, you know. It's like if you learn art, how to paint, then you learn how to use a pencil. You learn how to use a pen. You learn how to use oil, colors, how to use this color with this color. And if there is teacher, of course, it helps because it can give you some guidance how to do it and point out some kind of nuances and give you some skillful means. For example, start with a basic skeleton of the painting, then maybe add more detail, all kind of ways. The same is with learning a language. So, of course, usually there is a teacher that can give you how advice, how to learn step by step, what to learn first and what to learn second. Then how to learn it in a way that works for you, it's of course very helpful. So it's not just about talent. I actually don't think it's so much about talent. There are many skillful ways, and of course, it depends how one can make himself interested in it. And yeah, there are many, many causes and conditions. It's not just one condition. Many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the priority has to be there. Um,
Hmm.
okay, I want to learn this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And probably some blessing from the nature or whatever, some gifted.
Yeah.
uh,
Maybe education, maybe parents as well, but perhaps. Yeah. Yeah.
because personally, in my mind, I feel that it's better to practice seven bojanga and all. That goes in my mind. But then at the same time, I'm so grateful that you people are learning other languages and then helping others. So it's the mixed emotions for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in a way it's good to have more than just one skill. So I also, of course, there are different benefits. For example, the ability to practice Dharma is very, very helpful, but sometimes it cannot. I think sometimes people that come to practice Dharma, we think that Dharma will just solve all our problems, but actually it's always helpful to have also other skills. For example, before coming to the monastery, I wasn't so much interested in working with plants in my previous life, but actually plants are very helpful for the monastery. It gives a whole different feeling. So actually learning the skill of how to take care of the plants and how to be diligent with it and how to ask the expert what to do and then how to be very diligent in applying it every day and then what's right for the summer, what right for the winter, all this kind of thing is a complete art that you have to learn it and to make effort and to force yourself for me. And and eventually it brings a lot of benefit, which is relevant. So the same with language. It's not straightforwardly practicing the Bojangas maybe or the Satipatthana, but in reality it brings many benefits. For example, if one can communicate with other people, even just a bit in their language or understand a little bit, it brings many, many other benefits that one cannot get from something else. And the same with other skills. So my kind of general attitude is that it's good to have some Dharma practice, of course, maybe the central kind of thing that one will use in his free time. But it's also good to kind of open one's mind to other skills. For example, uh, doing something more intellectual, like learning language, which is very good also for the brain and for the memory and for communication, and also maybe doing something which is more like a dana practice, because Many things we can learn just by doing dana, and meditation will not teach us this. Something we have to learn from working with other people. You cannot just learn everything just from being focused on the breath. It's ultimately can work if one is doing 10 hours a day and eventually get enlightened, but generally one learn better from learning from different things, because there are many problems, many obstacles. If one just try to go one narrow line, usually there are some obstacles that one gets stuck in. So it's important to learn many things. This is my attitude, at least.
Okay, thank you, Bhante. Okay.
Thank you, Bhante. Taking our time, and
Okay,
let's
then
bow 3 times.
yeah.
Bow. Second bow. Third bow. Thank you, Bhante. Thank you so much. Maybe we'll study this time. I hopeful. I'm hopeful that I'll study this time, and maybe we'll put some question to you
Sorry,
because there are many.
yeah.
Maybe I am saying that hopefully I'll study this week. Maybe we'll ask some questions also
Okay. Yeah, just to let you know, so
because
this,
you are saying that February onwards you're not going to teach. Maybe you'll be
yeah,
out for
it
some
seems
time.
so to me. It may be that we'll do, but it seems so to me that actually there are also already enough material. I will also try to print out, as Nikhil ji asked last time. So it will be in the monastery, but um, yeah. Anyway, we'll do it, and yeah, for now it's a time. So in the folder as well, there are more of those pictures, but it's good to just focus on some of them. What it seems most relevant for you,
Yes.
other than learning many, and then eventually it's just too much. Yeah.
Sure, Bhante. ठीक है. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you. Chair Gan, फिर मिलेंगे.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you. Thank you.